The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Those who are liking, sharing, commenting, my new, old, and returning subscribers, I say thank you. And my super thanks gifters, I say thank you so much. Donald Trump is targeting Africa once again. We saw this when he was inviting world leaders into his inauguration. He invited everybody except Africa, all the 54 countries. Nobody was invited to his inauguration. And this is something that we thought that will make our leaders to be worried. Because how can somebody who came into office invite all world leaders except Africa? Yet when we are doing everything, Africans always invite these people into our meetings. There is nothing that the African would do without the West or the America. Every other person must be there. But when these people are doing their things, they never invite Africa. But our leaders are not bothered. Donald Trump has banned 22 countries from entry into the United States of America. There are some that are on the red list already, and those on the yellow list, we have Mali, we have Cameroon, we have Benin, we have Burkina Faso, and the list keeps going. All over the world, people do not want to see Africans. Africans are people that these people always target, as if we are so harmful, because that is the picture they are painting. They're saying Africans are corrupt. We saw what he said during his first 4 years, that we are corrupt, we are lazy, we are only good at dancing, singing, merrymaking. These people have succeeded in creating some kind of picture or an image about Africans, that what they see when they hear of the black person is danger. As if we are so harmful, that when we come into their countries, we are going to be causing some kind of harm to them. But these people have forgotten how we use our own sweat, sacrifice our lives to give them the better countries that we have, the plantations, all the things that we have done to give them the better countries that they have always forgotten. And these people always paint the picture as if we are dangerous, but they have forgotten that in the history of humanity, Africans have never enslaved anybody, Africans have never caused any genocide, Africans have never harmed any race. It is the African that all the time these people are the ones who always come into the continent to cause us harm. The genocide and everything were meted on by these people.
A new travel ban by the United States could soon take effect, one that would impact millions worldwide. The Trump administration is considering sweeping travel restrictions, and among the hardest hit regions is Africa, with 22 nations on the list. Reports indicate the US is weighing a major crackdown on travel from at least 41 countries, citing illegal immigration concerns and national security risks. If implemented, this policy could block or restrict visas for entire nations, making it much harder for people to visit, work, or study in the United States. The proposed travel ban divides countries into 3 categories, each with different levels of restrictions. The first division is the red category. This means no visas and no entry into the United States at all. Libya, Somalia, and Sudan are on this list. Next comes the orange category. These countries face restrictions on tourist, student, and some immigrant visas, but with a few exceptions. Eritrea, South Sudan, and Sierra Leone are likely to be affected. The third one is the yellow category. These countries have 60 days to meet US security requirements or face stricter visa bans. Countries at risk include Angola, Burkina Faso, Cape Verde, Cameroon, Chad, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, the Gambia, Liberia, Benin, Republic of Congo, Malawi, Mali, Mauritania, Sao Tome and Principe, and Zimbabwe. The move rekindles memories of Trump's first-term travel ban, initially targeting 7 Muslim-majority nations before facing legal challenges and ultimately being upheld by the US Supreme Court in 2018. On his first day back in office, Trump signed an executive order requiring intensified security vetting for foreign travelers. The order directs cabinet members to submit by March 21st a list of countries facing partial or full travel suspensions. Many of the countries targeted share common traits. They are majority Muslim or non-white and often struggle with economic instability or weak governance. Some aren't even US allies. Meanwhile, the timing is also raising eyebrows. Just weeks ago, another controversial visa policy made headlines. The Trump administration excluded all 54 African nations from the 2025 US visa waiver program while granting visa-free entry to 40 mostly allied countries. The White House has yet to officially approve the list, and it could still change. But as China and Russia expand their footprint in Africa, this move risks pushing the continent further away, raising questions about America's long-term influence on the world stage.
According to reports, when you go to Yolo Popo and you take 10 people out of them, out of these 10 people, maybe you can just find like 2 or 3 blacks who will be there that will also go wayward. The remaining 7 or 8 are Yolo Popo. But these people at the end of the day will make sure that do not come out. But at the end of the day, our leaders will still not do anything about Africa. They will not stop portraying themselves like they are poor because they are okay, because they are home slaves and they get that treatment that they want from these people. The rest of us, they don't care, because if they do like other presidents are doing to protect their citizens, African leaders will be doing that. You will not get this thing happen in Mali. You won't get it happen in Burkina. You won't get it happen in Niger. They will make sure whatsoever treatment you give to their people, they will also give you that same treatment. But the others are not bothered because it is not happening to them, like we saw happen in Nigeria when Canada decided to say no to the chief of staff of the army, saying no to visa when they are going to Canada to do what have you. That was when the people felt that it was an insult. But when they were doing it to ordinary citizens like the politicians who always call us in Africa, it was fine. We have forgotten that when they move from these people, it will get to you. And that is why my people say we don't teach a child how to insult somebody, because the day there will not be an outsider, you the parents are the ones that these children will insult. Of genocide, of murder, we don't have that bad record. But the same people with these bad records always try to point fingers at the African and painting us black and red, any color that suits them. But we have to stand together. We don't have to allow this to bring us down. And that is why we are calling on all of us to unite. Come together as a people, because our unity is the only way we can defeat this. It doesn't matter where you are, African America, or you are still in the continent. Wherever you are as a black person, we are treated equally. And that is why we are saying that we need to unite as a people to be able to fight this. As these people are doing everything possible to fight the unity we are always asking for, we have to do everything possible to break away from the chains, the colonial chains. Anything that you are holding on to that is not given to you by your ancestors is colonial chains. Is it their religion? Is it their culture? Everything of this is colonialism. And that is why we have to decolonize ourselves. Like Bob Marley said, we have to rise up as a people and fight this. Because if we don't unite and fight it, we can never defeat this thing. It will keep happening to us and our children and the next generation, and this will keep happening. We have to stand and say enough of it. We have to rise up and say enough of it, so that our children and our next generations wouldn't go through this thing that we are seeing. Anybody at all can just walk into Africa, but Africans, when we are going to places, we have to be scrutinized. Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing everything possible to stop us from dying on the Mediterranean Sea, going to be treated like inferior, and that is why he's doing everything possible to change the narrative in Burkina Faso, like Libya did under Gaddafi. But these ones are only good at talking because they use our predicaments as their campaign message. If you vote for me, you those who are unemployed graduates, I'm going to give you a job. People always want to capitalize on people's situations as their campaign messages. And when they come, they do nothing. And we will still sit down and be giving them the opportunity, hoping And we are the ones who get reasons to back why things are not working. Captain Ibrahim Traore do not have the money that Nigeria is having, Ghana is having, Cote d'Ivoire is having, and all these democratic elected ones are having. Yet look at the developmental projects. That should tell you African can do it. Yes. It is the leaders who are not willing to change the narrative that we want to see. And it is we, the youth, who are also helping the leaders not to change the narrative that we want to see. Because we have taken sides and we have seen party colors instead of seeing the nation as a whole. You and I have a responsibility. The leaders and the citizens all have a role to play in order to see us move ahead. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world and in the United States of America.